Hey, welcome. Hi, Frank here. I'm just going to give a little rundown here of my Iron Condor trade procedure. Okay, if I was going to trade an Iron Condor, I'd want something that looks kind of steady going. The IWM was a good suspect here. I just traded that for the November expiration with profit. Whenever I make a trade, usually I put the break-even upper and lower lines, and when I started the trade and when it expires here. So you see on the chart here's IWM daily chart. Here's a probability cone, this purple line. It measures out 66% chance of where the stock might go within a certain time limit. So if I'm going to do a December Iron Condor, I'll look at this probability cone, and it says right around 80.19 on the December expiration date and 63.78. So I'd want to look to sell the 80 call, and then I'd have to buy the 81 call above it for protection. Then I'd be responsible for $1 between the 80 and the 81. And then on the lower end, I'd want to sell the 64 put and buy the 63 put. That would be $1 on both sides that you'd be responsible for. You go over to the trade tab and get the IWM option chain, and you look at the December options here. We see that the 80 call is going for 30.32. So you can sell it for 30. Well, this is after market close, so things change as when the market's open, but just for instruction's sake, if you want to sell the 80 call, you'd get 30 cents. You'd buy the 81 call, you'd have to buy it for 22 cents. So that would be an 8-cent credit. So there's 8 cents on the top end that you'll have for credit. Then you come over to the put side and you want to sell the 64. To sell the 64, you can sell it for 88, and you'd have to buy the 63 for 77, and that would give you an 11-cent credit. Okay, you take the 11-cent credit from the puts and the 8-cent credit from the calls, and that gives you a total of 19 cents per. That would be $19 per contract. So 19 cents per share, contracts of 100, so $19 per contract. So how many of our contracts you want to trade? In this example, I'm trading 3, and we go over to the Analyze tab and toss. I already have it over there. If I would select that trade, I would select want to sell the December 30, right click on it, then the window comes up and I want to sell, say Iron Condor. Okay, Iron Condor. Okay, then you would bring it up and you would adjust your numbers how you want them and your price range, what you want to sell at. Then you, on this blue dot here, you'd right click on that and you'd say Analyze Duplicate Trade. Okay, that's what I did, and I get that over there in the Analyze tab. I'll just delete this for now because I already did that. Over in the Analyze tab, it shows you your break-evens there. When trade comes up, I go to Set Slices, and then I go to Break Even at the expiration, and then you get these two lines on the ends. Those are your expiration or your break-evens on expiration. If you look at the red number down here, that's your on expiration number, and the white number here is your today number. So on expiration, if the price of IWM was 80.16, you would make $9.16 minus commissions. So, and same thing on the other end. 63.82 is your break even. You would be in the hole $6 at expiration at that price. But then you'll notice how the steep decline is on price range. If the price settled at 62.51 at expiration, you'd be in the hole your full amount that you were liable for, 243 in this case, and same on the other side. You'd be liable for the whole amount as the price moved. You can always try and roll out, or you can buy it back before it gets that bad. There's a lot of different procedures that you might want to try, or just take your luck and hope for the best. Back to the chart here. I had a live trade going on USO, and it came up to my break even. So came up to my break even 3 days ago. In fact, I was in the money, so I would have been losing my whole amount right there. But I learned one thing about Iron Condors, and if you just hold on, usually a lot of times it'll come back. Not always, but that's a chance I took, and luckily the last 2 days USO came down and I came within my full profit range. So that's a chance you take there. Back to IWM. Okay. Here we are, IWM. Okay, we're going to be looking at this kind of range here, just about the same ones I sold for November, but lower on the December, since it's more time for one thing. I'll have a full month of time there, and it can move. You might think, oh, it won't move that much, but it can move that much. It just be on the safe side. I usually trade the 66%. You don't get as much credit, but it's safer. So it's all where you want to take the risk. If you want to trade it up higher, you might want to trade it up to sell the 69 or the 68, and the credit's a lot more, but the risk is a lot higher. So I usually trade the 66% probability range. Try for small money and take less chance. So that's just the way I do it. Okay. I'm going to call this video for an end right now. We'll continue it later. Maybe I won't. We're just about done here. Yeah, I'll just have to put this video on Facebook. I know it won't be very good clarity either way, but okay, what I do, I make a spreadsheet up, and I got a spreadsheet made up here, and it tells me, I just plug in the numbers of my maximum gain possibility, my maximum loss, how many days the trade is to be traded, and it calculates my commission at Options Express. 3 contract Iron Condor cost me $18, and so after commission, $57 becomes $39, which is 14, almost 15% on your total risk factor. Your total risk is 261, which was the 243 risk plus the extra commission. So the TOS Analyze tab doesn't put in the commissions for me. And then my break-even point I have down here. I put my break-even prices in higher, lower. It gives me the spread calculation. So 11% to the top end, 11% to the bottom. My break-even points, which adds up to 22% break-even total. Okay, so that's how I do my Iron Condors. I'll be quiet. That's how I do my Iron Condors. Okay, well, that's just a little information for those that are interested. Thanks for listening. Okay, we'll talk to you later.